Let's take a look at perspective from risk management. When we were reviewing the recent global report produced by the Association of Certified Fraud Examiners report to the nation on occupational fraud, you could see that regardless of what industry you may be part of, there are potential room for potential fraud in various different areas of the business. In this case, we could see that anything that has to do with corruption, billing, cash reimbursements, expenses, they seem to highlight in red there are potential room for fraud and fraud reported to the ACFE in these areas of business. But when we take a look at breaking down the business process against the business cycle, we could see many of the frauds reported in the recent report relate around billing, occupational fraud, looking at executive management expense reporting, looking at corruption, purchasing, finance, and through the use of data analytics, we're able to focus and reduce the cost of potential fraud because we're able to look at 100% of the population, and through repetitive use of data analytics, moving towards continuous monitoring, we're able to lower the cost of fraud itself and detect fraud very quickly. And this is actually statistics reported by the Association of Certified Fraud Examiners talking to individuals applying these type of techniques within the organization. So let's now take a look at how do we drive result-focused analytics by applying a risk-based approach to our audits. When we look at data analytics, and this is a very recent article which you could review online, and it's available online, called Performing a Strategic Risk-Based Assessment Through the Use of Data Analytics, where we talk about using data analytics at every stage of the audit, during the risk assessment, during the audit plan. When we're looking at the audit plan, run data analysis to home in on areas that we may see deficiencies or control breakdowns. Audit execution, perform a more detailed level of risk analysis and perform analysis directly in that area of business. Take that information and then report on the control breakdowns, the amount of money lost, perform a root cause analysis, look at remediation workflows, and then recommend that change, and then ensure a follow-up is done. And data analytics can be applied at every one of these stages in one way or form. We'll talk a little bit more about that a little bit later on during the presentation. When we look at the use of data analytics or computer-assisted audit techniques, as I mentioned, we could approach that from every aspect of our audit plan, from preparation of the audit assignment to home in on the areas of concerns, performing the testing of the data analytics, and then including the results of our data analytics into the audit plan and report for remediation going forward. Data analytics, as I mentioned, could be applied from an end-to-end process. And this is what we call now a new trend called data-driven risk-based audit analytics, where we use data analysis to be able to home in on the areas of concern that we want to do.